guys, welcome back here to Advanced Bass Fishing, and appreciate you guys swinging by the channel for the episode today. And we're going to be talking about black lures, guys, specifically like your black plastic worms, black jigs, black creature baits, any type of black lure. It is very situational. It's like when you get the right situations, there's not another color that can compete with black, especially for big fish. So what I want to do in this video here is I want to outline the exact set of situations that a black lure works in, the time of year it works in, the conditions and all that type of stuff, so you can add this to your arsenal. Because guys, I've caught tons of good fish on black. It's one of my favorite all-time colors. We're going to get into that in today's episode here. Also guys, two quick things to remind you before we get started. Anybody interested in booking a private one-on-one on the water lesson with me on either Table Rock Lake or Stockton Lake here in Missouri, shoot me a private message on my Facebook page, Intuitive Angling with Randy Blaukat, for details there. And also guys, quick reminder, we've got 2 more days left in the sale on this Cast King ALTI bait cast reel. This is the one that's practically backlash free because of the braking system it has on it, that Halo Vortex system. All titanium spool, 11 ball bearings, guys, light, smooth, built for stout. This is the one I use all the time in competition pretty much. Right now, Cast King will give you a 10% discount and another 10% discount if you use my promo code Randy10 when you order it through the Cast King link that's in the description of this video. So you can get this reel, guys, right now with those discounts for under $200, which that's a dang steal for a reel that quality, guys. I'm telling you, you guys will like that reel, so appreciate putting up little plugs there. Okay, black lures, guys, one of my favorite colors of all time. I've caught so many good fish on black, I can't even begin to tell you. And what I want to try to do in today's video is I want to give you guys the situations it works the best in. Because one of the things about color and lures vary a lot with like your water clarity, your sky conditions, the overall time of year for the fish. A lot of different factors determine the color lure you want to use. Light intensity has a big part of it, because light intensity will either magnify or take away water visibility, depending upon, if it's bright or sunny out or cloudy, something like that. So I want to talk about the windows that I catch them on black here more than anything else. Now, one of the things you're going to find out about lure colors, especially like on a black soft plastic lure or a black jig, or even a dark one, is the darker colors will always catch you bigger fish. And the darker colors will get you the fewer bites. So in other words, let's say you're using the green pumpkin creature bait. You're going to get a lot of bites most of the time on a green pumpkin creature bait, but if you get 100 bites or catch 100 bass on a green pumpkin creature bait, and then you catch another 100 bass on a black creature bait, I can promise you guys, the 100 that you catch on those black ones are going to weigh considerably more than the 100 you catch on the green pumpkin. It's an aggressive color, it stands out, it silhouettes real good, and the bigger, more aggressive fish go to it. Now that's true for about any dark color, whether it be black or June bug or red bug, plum, anything like that. But what I'm talking about specifically is either straight black or like black with red flake, which they call black neon, or like a black with blue flake. Basically black with or without flake, it can do there. So let's talk about when it works, situations that it works. Okay, for the most part, there is a window of time that I like to use black, and that window of time is pretty much in the spring and the summertime of the year. I don't catch too many bass on black like in the fall time of the year or the winter time. It's mainly spring and summer things. So I'll start using the black one pretty much when that water temperature starts to get like in the mid 50s. Low to mid 50s is when I start going to black. And, I'll use it all the way from like, say, March up until September. Now, I'm not saying you can't catch them on it in the fall, because you can a little bit, but for whatever reason, I don't catch as many on it. So that's the time of the year. The next thing to consider with is black is a very, very watercolor sensitive bait. In other words, you have to have just the right window of water clarity visibility in order for black to work good. Black is always going to work better in dirtier water. It's a really good dirty water color. So preferably when I'm fishing a black lure, I want water visibility of about 6 to 12 inches is perfect. If you could say, Randy, what's your perfect water visibility for a black lure? It would be 6 to 12 inches. It would also be shallow cover. It's really good around shallow cover in dirty water, especially if that water temperature is over 55 degrees. So it's always pretty much my first choice. So if I get out there in a situation where the water's got some good stain to it and I've got some shallow cover, I don't care if it's lily pads or, you know, trees in the water or lay down trees or stumps or boat dock pilings, whatever it is, that's the first choice that I'm going to go to. And it doesn't really make any difference if it's sunny or cloudy out. I've caught a ton of fish on, you know, just like a sunny one, like on a sunny condition with a, you know, some type of a dirty water condition with sunny condition, especially if it's really dirty. Like if you got 4 or 5 inches of visibility in the water and a sunny day and some shallow cover, it can be really, really good there. And this is the same, like I said, for a jig, a worm, soft plastic, anything. Now, like any other thing, you can have a little bit cleaner water. You can have water visibility sometimes up to 2 foot in a low light situation. So let's say we got 2 foot of water visibility, which is pretty clean. 2 foot of visibility is pretty clean, but you have a cloudy, rainy type day. Then they can still bite black under those situations. And then obviously black is a really good color at night. At night, that's my #1 choice, whether it be a spinnerbait or a jig or a worm or anything. Black is always a good color at night. But it is a great pitching and flipping bait. Black is not that great of a bait for me just casting it, like casting down the bank or casting on points. It is a bait that I want to pitch and flip. And if I had to rate the top cover that I have caught them on black, the #1 thing would be dirtier water and shallow wood. Cypress, I've caught them on cypress trees, any type of logs in the water, any type of stump in the water, boat dock pilings, lay down trees. It is a great color around that type of wood. Second would be some type of shallow vegetation, reeds, cattails, lily pads, hydrilla, milfoil. Works really good in those situations. That's the primary thing. And another thing about black, I'll give you a little tip about, they bite it better on a lighter sinker or a lighter head. So when I'm fishing black, like a black worm or creature bait, and I'm in that, you know, off-colored water, I'm usually not using anything over about 3/8 of an ounce. You know, on a Texas rig worm, I'll be using a 3/16 to a quarter, and on a jig, I'll probably be using 3/8 ounce on a thing like that. But guys, you got to have some, man. If you're gonna, I don't care what your jig selection is or what your soft plastic selection, you got to have some black in there because you get in those situations I talked about and they're going to eat that thing good, and the big ones will eat it. So hope it helps out.